In today's talk, I want to talk about self-acceptance and why self-acceptance is necessary in order for us to be steady in our Krishna consciousness. This is very important, and so stick around, you're going to like this. When we talk about self-acceptance, sometimes it may sound like an idea that's not really part of our philosophy. Maybe it's some psychological idea or something we would call New Age. But it's not actually like that. Because if you study our philosophy, you will see that as a devotee is progressing in devotional service, in order for that devotee to remain enthusiastic, they have to accept their position, whatever it is. It may not be good, but whatever it is, they have to accept it, accept that reality that this is where I'm at now, and then move forward from there enthusiastically. And so the problem is, if we're not self-accepting, it can discourage us because we look at ourselves and we say, I'm just a mess. I'm full of faults, and I'm trying to be Krishna conscious, and it's difficult, and I often fail, or I don't reach the peaks that I thought I was going to reach by now. I don't even reach the bottom of the mountain sometimes. So we can become very discouraged, and sometimes in that discouragement, we can give up. But self-acceptance is actually the cure to becoming frustrated, depressed, and wanting to give up, thinking, what's the use? I'm trying and I'm not going anywhere. Because we're conditioned souls, and as conditioned souls, we're very contaminated. And just recently I was listening to a lecture, and Prabhupada said, to become Krishna conscious is very difficult. So Prabhupada was acknowledging it's not going to be easy. And so he was acknowledging the fact that we're conditioned souls. But if I can accept that conditioning as just the reality of where I'm at now, I don't have to stay there, it's not always going to be that way, then I can be enthusiastic to move forward. But if I can't accept it, then there's always this tendency to think, well, what's the use? I'm so contaminated, so many anarthas, so many fall downs, so many slips, I'm not perfect, I'm not like this devotee, so on and so forth. So this is a bit of a sequel to the last video I did on not worrying about perfection and just understanding success means trying. And I think that's so important because we have to try our best. And if we try our best, what more can we do? And even when trying our best, it's not always going to be the best. It's not always going to be good enough. But then we say good enough for who? Because sometimes we just have to say, this is good enough because this is the best I can do now. And I'm going to try to do better tomorrow and better next week, better next month, better next year. That's the attitude. That's all we can do. We can't do better than trying to do our best. So self-acceptance, if you understand it in this light, you'll see self-acceptance is really foundational to being determined, to being steady in our bhakti, to not becoming discouraged or depressed. So self-acceptance, you may think it's some psychological attitude or trick or system or tool or New Age this or behavioral psychology that. But it's a necessary part of Krishna consciousness because Prabhupada always said, when devotees express their fallen nature and when are they going to be Krishna conscious, Prabhupada always said, just be patient. So being patient means be patient with yourself as you are now. That's the point.